host of feelings and memories through Tuscaloosa and Baton Rouge. Moments of frustration, disbelief, and jubilation due to the battles that these two have had. From national championship games to season derailments, this rivalry has had it all, and we've got even more for you today. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on another team from the SEC, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Alabama's offense will get the first possession of the game. With the excellence of both programs over the last nearly 20 years, we expect hotly contested back-and-forth battles. But Alabama took an early lead and didn't look back, and as the old saying goes, Tide don't lose in Baton Rouge.
Yeah, it was not. I mean, there's no other way to spin it. It was not a good day for LSU. LSU usually plays good at home, right? Like, we expect this game to be kind of back and forth, but Jalen Milroe, yep, he just scored again. He did it at will, Palmer.
185 rushing yards and 4 TDs for Milroe, but also the Bama defense dominated. They created 3 takeaways. Alabama showed up last year. LSU did not. LSU has got to get off the bus ready to go and play with their hair on fire in this one.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Right back to the well. Got enough for the first. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. The transition from Nick Saban to Kalen DeBoer certainly gave growing pains to the Crimson Tide, and they're expecting progress in year 2.
It wasn't smooth. I mean, you expand the playoff, obviously, further, and they still don't make it, so a lot of upset Alabama fans, Jesse, but year 2, obviously a chance to change that. More of his guys, more of his system.
Yeah, there were some bright spots a year ago in Kalen DeBoer's first season. Obviously, beating Georgia at home was a big one, but this is a team that definitely stumbled down the stretch, and you're right. This is a team that has expectations to compete for national championships. They have to take the next step this year.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit them with a big run, now they hit them with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I want to put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on third down that this running back's going to get it again. He got it on first, had a nice carry, got it on second. Now he set him up in third and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. Back to throw, it's Simpson. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on fourth down. Trying to keep this drive alive. Turning it on. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
The Crimson Tide rolled to that last first down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. Use the play fake, now to throw. Right on the money. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Alabama comes to the line with a first and goal. He's looking to pass. Trying to bull his way in. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet.
Love the play call by the offense. Love drag routes down this close to the goal line. First down, you're just trying to get an easy completion, catch and run, walk in, score. Defense made a nice play. They made the tackle, so now you got to turn the page. You got to find something here on second.
These fans raising the volume on second and goal. To the air, it's Simpson. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! Quick strike through the air for the score.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And it was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So LSU's offense will get the ball for the first time. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. I mean, you'd like to think your receiver in space can make a linebacker miss, but that's just a better job tackling by the defense.
Need 10 yards on this third down, and they're backed up inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. The short hands, it's Durham. Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Sharp. Makes his way out to the 20 before he stopped, and that'll bring up a fourth down.
Well, they weren't able to gain a lot of real estate on that last completion deep down in their own end. If anything, if you're looking for a silver lining, I guess the punter maybe has a little bit more room to try to get one off now on fourth.
Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Leaves it with the running back. Picks up the first down, still moving. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
Really nice run there. Now, listen, modern-day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly, but, man, you think back to Bear Bryant in Alabama, doesn't it always seem like they've always wanted to establish the run game? They have always wanted to be physical. Bear Bryant would have loved this guy in his backfield. With his physical style of running, man, he fits that just perfect.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. The officials move it 5 yards back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense. To throw, it's Simpson. The short hands, it's Bernard. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Finds the tight end. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. And from this angle, I don't think he got the first down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Into a mass of giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. This series dates back to 1895. One of the odd things, guys, is historically, the visiting teams have had a lot of success.
And these fans don't like each other. Man, you can feel the hate, the hostility. Both programs so talented, recruited at a high level. These teams have even rematched for a national championship before, Palmer. These two teams are ballers.
And this is a game, too, David, that everybody circles on the calendar at the start of the season. We all know that conference championship, national championship, Heisman Trophy implications are on the line, and the intensity level in this game, it's simply unmatched in college football.
When Brian Kelly arrived here in 2022, LSU had suffered a very quick fall from the grace of that national championship season, but he is a proven program builder.
And then this program dipping into the transfer portal, you saw so many pieces there in place a year ago, and they could score some points, but, you know, making this a complete team, Palmer, I think Nussmeier and the offense has a chance to really thrive. Can the defense stay with them? Because that will determine how great this season will be.
Especially in the secondary. That's a place where LSU has struggled for a lot of years here recently, and this used to be considered DBU. So Nussmeier, you expect to put up points. If he plays at a high level week in, week out, no question LSU is going to be tough to beat.
The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. The give to the tailback. He'll be tackled at the 49 after a pickup of 5.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
And the Tigers have their offense in high gear. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Nussmeier. Get it out on the screen. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out of the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Anderson. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
The Tigers with the 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Durham. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And it really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks and make plays.
So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They feed him again. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Nussmeier. Fires to the big fella. Breaks into the open. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Now improvising. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got it behind the line. It's Duras. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
LSU lining up 1st and goal. Slams ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes that Alabama offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one.
There he goes. He was off to the races, and maybe another step or two, and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line.
I mean, goodness gracious, you could have driven a semi-truck through that hole. Nobody touched him. This was an easy run. This is the easiest 40-plus yard run you will ever see.
That last big play has them in business just outside the red zone. It's 1st and 10. To the air, it's Simpson. He's got him.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. From the gun, the running back has it. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Alabama!
And when you have so many playmakers on offense like they do, they can score quickly. You just saw it right there.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Power football with the run. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. Finds a spot in the middle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll give it to the back. Tough sledding in there. Picks up a couple, but still needs 2 more on 4th down.
You know, as you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. Guys, here comes that. Alabama offense onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. The give is to Miller. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Rushes on him. Under heat, he gets rid of it. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
I like the offensive idea here to try to change the launch point of the QB, but you got to do a better job protecting him because guys can't complete passes when they're getting hit.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations. Where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming, so I can have more success.
Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. On the ready. Fire. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. On the run, still looking. He's going to take off.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Works the middle. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. And the Tigers come to the line needing just inches for the first down. On 3rd and short, the power run here. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10.
Let's go!
Oh, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense lining up for a first down play. Using his legs, it's Durham. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Now on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. They've got the screen set up. Turning it on! And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's Anderson. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
I'll tell you, for this defense, they're going to have to find a way to bracket this slot receiver because of how athletic he is. They're going to need to make sure they've got linebackers and DBs surrounding this guy at all times.
LSU trying to convert a 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the ball, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. offense rolls onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Tommy.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to throw. It's Simpson. Fires to the middle. With the catch, it's Williams. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. The transition of Alabama quarterbacks over the years has been fascinating, from the dreaded game manager label to playmaker.
To playmaker, to spread it out, to Heisman winner. I mean, that's how much this offense has changed and evolved, and they're going to be aggressive, and they're going to score points in this new age era.
Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. He leaves it with his back. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Really nice first down run. And you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles. He can run outside. He can catch the football. He can block. This guy can do it all.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. Leaves it with the back. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Pulls it in, the first down and more. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the threes. We need 6s.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. To the air, it's Simpson. Pressure coming. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Well, it doesn't get any more open than that. Good read by the quarterback. He was looking for his tight end wide open on the play. Man, you got to make the catch.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. Just keeps slinging it. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Headed to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. That last drive covered 52 yards on their way to the score. And they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important, down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to come into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half. Because obviously, you build yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
The Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Off play action. Going for the big play. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
The Tigers are facing 3rd and inches. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense.
Timeout, Alabama.
They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it.
I think that's a big advantage of having a tiny quarterback, right? Is he can find little creases to wedge his body into to pick up short yardage plays like that on the QB sneak on 4th down.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Makes the grab, it's Anderson. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
And the Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Quick completion on the out route. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Caught close to the marker, it's Brown. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Pulls it in, it's Sharp. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. Just enough time to get off one more snap. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Got it in the middle, it's Anderson. They finally make the stop, and that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
to it to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictable.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
In the second half, trailing the way they are, they know they're going to have to be able to throw the football to get back into it, but you can't accomplish that if you can't keep your quarterback standing upright. Give the defense tons of credit getting that sack on third down.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete, charged loose by the hit.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. They'll run play action. Finds his man. It's Anderson. He'll be dragged down right at the 19-yard line. It'll bring up fourth down.
Now,
You got on defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. Here comes that Alabama offense. Back to pass, it's Simpson. Quick strike complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. To do second and long. Hand off from the shotgun. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. The give to the back. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the lore of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy as a player is defined by how you play in rivalry games like this.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
They'll line up for a second down play. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on third and short. Dropping back, it's Simpson. And it's incomplete on third down.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that third and short.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Has to get there to move the sticks. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
Nice job by the defense on down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that fourth down play. Really good job by this defense.
On the set.
The give to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield. It's Durham. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a 1st down and a pickup of 10. Think about when Garrett Nussmeier goes into the quarterback room at LSU and there are giant murals of Joe Burrow and Jaden Daniels. Heisman winners. Jesse, that's some pressure. But, man, if he can cut down on the turnovers, he might join them.
Yeah, there's no question about it, Reese. This guy has a lot of talent. I really also just appreciate the fact that he stayed put at LSU. In an era of college football where especially quarterbacks are transferring 2, 3, 4 times, naming off those guys you just did, it would have been so easy for Nussmeier to try to find another opportunity somewhere else. He believes LSU is the best situation for him to win a national championship and get him off to the NFL.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Quickly to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now, listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Sharp. They make the stop, but man, this senior took one right in the mustache as he fired the completion.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Sharp. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Got it in the middle, it's Anderson. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
1st and goal and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. Looking to throw again. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And a golden opportunity slips away from the defense there. That's one he'd love to have back. He knows he should have come away with the interception there in the red zone.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Blasted as he lets it go. Touchdown, Tigers! a short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And that kind of toughness is something you can't coach in quarterbacks. You either have it or you don't. Being able to deliver strikes like that for touchdowns when you know you are going to get absolutely popped, man, it is hard to find QBs like that. This offense has one.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. They'll try the run. Creates a little room. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a first and 10. They'll give it to him again. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking for a man. It's Simpson. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. LSU will dive. Look here on offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole and the quarterback throwing a strike.
A first down for the offense. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Here comes the heat. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Really nice play. When you talk about Alabama and their dominance on defense, especially in recent years, it all starts up front. You have to have disruptors playing on the defensive line, guys that can be versatile and line up at different positions, but create havoc in the backfield, and that's what this guy has been able to do throughout his career.
And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. Oh, they're after him. Moves away as he feels pressure. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play.
Love the coverage on the back end by the defense on that play. In these scramble-type situations, the quarterback's rolling out to his right. Everything breaks down, and it really gets hard on these defenders to have to stay with their man, but a good job there by the defense.
And now they'll have to dial something up on third down after the incompletion. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Fires left. And a big deflection on third down forces a fourth down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Scanning the field, it's Simpson. Quickly complete.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's the pressure. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He's got him this time. Turns it on down the left side. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown tie.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper coming on that 48-yard touchdown dart. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner goes down. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had.
Oh, he's got some space. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
Talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be... go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Grabbed over the middle, it's Green. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Here comes the offense on second down.
Here we go.
To the ground with the back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this running back down, and that's when the quarterback's going to have an opportunity to keep the football and make plays throwing it.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got it on the move. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. Setting up the screen. Touchdown LSU! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. PAT unit on the field. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes that Alabama offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
I'll be honest, man. If I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the fourth quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. To the air, it's Simpson. With the catch, it's Bernard.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's 2 really good plays in a row by this defense. So you've come up big, you've forced a 3rd down. One more big stop. Now I can get him to punt the football, give my offense a chance to go down the field and to score some points.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Horton. Breaks into the open. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another 1st down. On the ground, it's Young. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Now on 2nd down, they want to keep moving forward and keep that clock churning. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Quickly out to the tight end. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. Tight end now in motion. To the air on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Now they'll run the draw. They get him down, tough run, picks up 4. They'll mark it at the 19.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Third down, red zone play, ground alive. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. And that lead grows even bigger.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the fourth quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a two-possession game. Chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
Set to advance on the football.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you, Palmer.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. To the air. It's Nussmeier. Finds his man. It's Anderson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
The Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Gets it past the marker. At the 35, he's got more. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. Punts it out of the air. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football, let him make plays.
Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. Looking to fire. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
And the defense loves being in this type of situation, right? You've got a big lead. It's in the fourth quarter. You know the opponent's going to be throwing the football, so you get your best pass rushers coming off the edge, using that speed, dipping and ripping, getting to the quarterback for another big play.
Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Dances away. Throws to the tight end. He's open on the right. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
And the Tigers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's got it. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2.
And that is the exact opposite what this defense wants. When you have the lead, you can't give up an explosive play or back-to-back explosive plays. Play the coverage where you've got multiple eyes on the quarterback, dropping back, not giving up the big play.
After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? To throw, it's Nussmeier. They'll run the screen. He gets it in! Touchdown, LSU!
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 31-28. chasing after that last score. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Now we've got a little game pressure, and we'll see how the offense responds in a three-point game, Jesse.
I can't wait to see this quarterback and how he's going to be able to handle that pressure, David. How will he respond in this situation?
And just knowing, listen, I'm only up by 3 now. If I can make this a 2-score game, I can almost put this away in the fourth quarter.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Back to throw, it's Simpson. And he dropped it, just didn't put the thing all the way in.
Well, I don't know if the big fella got freaked out because he was so wide open on that play, but that is a catch he has got to make for his quarterback.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's Williams. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
At some point, enough is enough. This is the guy that's beating me. He's priority number 1. We got to go get him. It's getting later in the second half. I got to go out and make some plays and get my offense the ball back.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Horton. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Alabama trying to hold this lead and run out the clock. They're going to ride this running back. Got the 1st down and more. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game.
Really nice job by the running back here in the 4th quarter, picking up that 1st down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot late in the game. They need him to play his best football at a moment in the game when everything is on the line.
The Crimson Tide rolled to that last 1st down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. They'll leave it with him. And some room to work. Talk about a timely run. Gets the 1st down. Clock keeps moving as they try to finish the deal.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice gain, this time on the ground.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And the quarterback takes a knee. This is why the passion of college football runs so deep. The rivalries, and when you lose, man, does it stick with you.
No doubt about it, Reese. This was a game circled for a very, very long time. They knew how important this one was. But, David, you can't let games like this beat you twice because this losing team now has to find a way to rebound and go out and play again.
No doubt, got to rebound, but this one stings. This is the one that you have circled for a reason. It's a rival, it's bragging rights, but you're right. Let's get back to practice this next week. Let's start focusing. This one's over, but I'm going to get you next year.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.